Resident Evil Revelations 2. And I think we're on the last episode. I think for now on I'm going to do the comments like this so that people can see the comments and stuff. So that it doesn't interrupt the game.
Revelations 2. Someone left a message.
Welcome to the Kierling, where all things come to pass.
I not know this thing you are speaking.
I'm just learning to see a little more clearly.
I did what I thought was right.
We'll know each other inside and out.
You killed her.
I'm sorry, I wasn't the bad daughter.
The old sack is gonna pay for what you did.
I'll crush you with my bare hands.
Episode 4 Metamorphosis. Our deliverance is death, but not this one. You just came at the time of starting episode 4 part 1, since the episodes are split in 2 parts.
You're perfect. Six months from now, you're going to awaken as me. And the world is going to be very afraid. So good night, my darling. Sleep well. All this time wasted. My whole life has been a prelude to this. My true birth.
Just by millisecond.
Time to meet the cause of our misery.
What is this place?
Doesn't matter. Let's find the Overseer.
Kinda reminds me of the Hive from Resident Evil 2. Just a little bit, just like more advanced. So we can see. Alright, let's continue. Open this door. At least there ain't no liquors to worry about. I'll interact with that in a second. I want to look around here first.
Look at the video feeds. We've been through most of these areas.
And she's been watching our every step.
See Moira and Claire. So one girl, Pedro, the other guy, I can't remember what his name was. Gregor, I think it was. Or it's Gregory, something like that. Oh yeah, I had to make a correction back in my last video I made about the T-Phobos being from Revelations 1. I was actually wrong. That's the name of the virus in this game. The name of the virus in Revelations 1 is T-Abyss virus. So I actually went and done a little bit more researching. Just to make sure I was correct.
That sluice changed the direction of the water.
Yeah, but where? I don't recognize...
Hopefully, that's all I need to do. Put that lever back there. Oh, sapphire. I think that's what it is. Yep. There's a glare on my TV, so I couldn't tell for sure. First, I thought that was a person standing over there, but it's closed, I think. Notes on transfer procedure. The transfer will take place soon, and my success is nigh. Spencer, you poor, pathetic old man. You spent your final years desperately searching for a secret to immortality, and you died while your research was still incomplete. But I have been continuing that research. The body will age. This is an inaccessible fact. But we can escape our death by transferring our mind into another vessel. All of my efforts have been invested into developing and refining this system. I've had a few successes, but I still have so much more to do before I can consider my work to be complete. As of now, I can confirm the following. 1. The new vessel must be mentally strong and be able to overcome any emotions of fear. 2. After the transfer, it will take 6 months before the transferred mind can be stabilized. During this time, the vessel should be protected at all costs. Time is of the essence. I must work quickly.
What do you make of it?
I don't know. I just can't figure the Overseer out.
Oh, okay, that's the base. I broke the fish tank. Thoughts on Kafka? I have a love-hate relationship with this story. Perhaps I can relate to it more closely than I like to admit. One morning, Gregor awakens to find himself transferred into a hideous insect-like creature. His family is bewildered at first, but they do try to take care of him. Eventually, he becomes too much of a burden to them, nothing more than an ugly monster, a nuisance to the family. When Gregor learns of this, he retreats to solitary death. Up until his transformation, Gregor had been supporting the family. Now that he was no longer useful, he was a burden to them all. They were relieved when he died. I too have been bred to serve a purpose. Once that purpose accomplished, I too would have been cast aside. But I refuse to shrivel up and die in solitude. I refuse to let myself become a hideous monster. You must have felt the same way too, Albert. Neil's report. Stewart, it looks like the most suitable vessels is going to be the little girl after all. The other candidates have potential, but that girl is an entirely different class. She is incapable of feeling fear. That's not surprising when you consider what she's been through, getting caught up in the Tergeria panic at such a young age, having everyone she knew be killed, losing her parents right in front of her eyes. After experiencing those kinds of horrors, what left is there to be afraid of? The only problem is her age.